up like what the fuck is going on? Asking God for help like what the fuck I'm doing wrong. He ain't giving me no answers, I figured it out myself. Got tired of asking questions, I'm tired of looking for help. Man, I can't win for losing, I'm steady taking these losses. Had to bury greed and chink, same week, 2 different coffins. Man, that shit'll traumatize you when it ain't trying to. Everybody shedding tears, you trying not to cry too. They say they feel my pain, but they don't know how much I'm hurting. Mama told me pray, it usually helps, but it ain't working. Just to numb this pain, I'm popping perks.
You're now rocking with Terrence Sale on Flint's #1 online podcast, Flint After Dark. We speak for the streets.
It's your boy, Terrence Sales, a.k.a. Mr. Speak for the Streets, a.k.a. Big T, and you locked in to the #1 podcast in Flint, Michigan, Flint After Dark. We speak for the streets. Yo, it's your boy Terrence Sales, a.k.a. Big T, a.k.a. Jon Snow. I got my little bro, Motivated B in the house. What's up, baby?
What up with it, Big T?
Man, nothing, man. Shit, chilling, man. Glad to finally have you on here, bro. Introduce yourself to the people. Everybody know you is. Just introduce yourself, bro.
Yeah,
little bro.
So
go ahead.
I go by Marlon. Marlon is my real name, but a lot of people call me Mo B. Pretty much just a visionary, from a certain time, certain place that's still dear to me. But right now, formally, I do management for Synrgy Beats, Beats by Sav, Pablo 616, Baby on the Track, and YSR Grams.
Shout out to the hood, man. Proud of them. Proud of all y'all boys out there, man. Man, it's been a long road, man. You've been doing this shit for a minute, man. You know what I mean? I'm glad to finally, you know what I'm saying, see everything pan out for you boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially, excuse my age, especially niggas from my hood, man. You know what I mean? From my hood, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm your big homie. You they big homie. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Real talk, man. And I'm proud of y'all, man. Grams, Crispy Life, your son, of course, Synrgy Beats, Rambo and them, MDG on Blick, all them boys, man. You know what I'm saying, man? And I'm glad that you took, you know what I'm saying, you took them under your wing, mentoring them boys, man. They got the right guy for it, man. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to you, man. Yeah, man. I want to show a clip, man, of your son, man. It's big, man. Off the porch, man. I seen that one of the grounds, and I seen it one of your son, man. That man, they represented it, man. Let's check this clip out of your son off the porch, man. Let's check this clip out.
What's good? This Synrgy. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Synrgy made this one. If I ain't a young shiner, then what do you call?
All right, so we got the one and only Synrgy Beats jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, man.
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great, man. How about yourself today, man?
Feeling good, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming by, man. Been following your career for the last couple of years, man, so it's an honor to have you sit on here, man.
Man, appreciate it. It's an honor, bro. I'm hip on on everything you got going on, so it's pretty dope, man.
Appreciate that, man, for sure, man. Yeah. So what's your creative process like today?
Today, it's really the same.
Yeah.
I would say, because my creative process, I just go in it and like just go off what I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying? I try to make the beat fast as possible. I don't really like to think about it for real. But when I do, I will say like recently though, like I've been thinking about a lot of beats. So like now I feel like I gotta come more aggressive, you know what I'm saying? But really I just try to cook up fast as possible for real. Like, but of course I'm gonna keep growing because I'm still making fire, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, I can't take no offense to that. I'm still making heat, so.
No, I feel that. How do you feel like if you go on YouTube and there's Synrgy type beats?
Man,
Are you flattered at this point as you just chuck it up as this is part of the game? Or is it like, God damn, get your own sound?
At this point, I don't care because it's like that's how I know I made it now, for real. Because it's like everywhere. I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of that just comes with what comes with being successful or creating a sound successfully. Mm-hmm. When you hear thousands of producers copying, it's like, you made it. I can't be mad at it. You know what I'm saying?
From Beecher, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I grew up in Beecher and I left and went to it's a school called Southwestern. I came to Flint when I was like, what was that, 12?
Okay.
12, 13, 12, and then finished the rest of my school in there. But I grew up in Beecher, met all the Beecher rappers there, you know what I'm saying, just growing up there. But came to Flint when I was 12.
I got you. Mm-hmm. So how would you describe Beecher to someone that's never been up there? They've never been to Flint and never been to Beecher, man. How would you describe it then?
I describe it more like it's like a close-knit family. Like it's a family. Like I feel like people can relate to that. That's the most relatable answer. Like we got it feel like it's its own thing, but the closest word to describe it is like a family. Like everybody close-knit. Everybody parents know each other. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's more close-knit versus, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the cities, but it's more close-knit, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, Mo B, man, you did a great job, man. With your son, man. Hey man, that's every man's dream, man, to have your son follow your footsteps, man. Cause you know what I'm saying, you've been doing this, man, for years, man. And shit, is it true, MOB, that he did his first beat when he's about 3 or 4 years old?
Yeah. Yep, he was 3 years
man,
old.
Man. That's incredible, bro.
He was you had to
go ahead,
be
bro.
there. You had to be there to see it, to believe it, because it was really kind of unbelievable for me to see how fast he picked up on it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Hey man, let's get into the first question though, bro. What made you want to become a rapper, producer? It's a 2-part question. And how long you been in the game?
Man, I was just talking to a young artist about, choices, decisions that you make. Everybody got a choice. A lot of from our era, you had every opportunity to do, fucked up shit. But I don't know, man. I just always had a, burning desire, man. Starting off from Rakim, listening to Rakim. I ain't no joke, man. For the first time hearing 7 MCs, the first time I heard Rakim, though, I ain't gonna lie. Even before then, hearing rap on the, on the cassette tapes. But you had a bunch of different options, by the time I became a teenager, you could be a street nigga. That was too easy for me. If you ask me, that's just too easy. It was just too easy. So I'm I always wanted a challenge. So, that rap shit, for me, it just kind of fit, with how I carry myself, plus, the influences I had, musically then. Plus, I had always had a mind to put shit together, physical things together. So I always knew how to wire shit up. I built my first studio when I was like 15, 16. And, it kept me in the house, a lot, just tinkering around. And
hey, Mo B, go ahead.
I'm an inside, everybody talking about we outside. I'm outside. I ain't never been outside. If you outside, you need somebody on the inside to take care of your business, So I always been an inside person, and I always rapping, writing. I used to write all day, every day. I had about 50 notebooks worth of raps, man. This before I started making beats. So, hip hop, the love of hip hop, that was my first love and still my only love, to tell you the truth. That's
right.
I'm still in love with hip hop,
right.
man.
Hey man, this shit crazy. Tell you the truth, man. You gonna believe your boy? That was my first love, man. Shout out to shout out to Mike Smith from the Villa. Shout out to Mike Time. Shout out to T Kills. We had a
Yeah.
Basement Street crew, man.
Yeah, we
Kenny
did.
Boaz, man. We had a Basement Street crew. We used to do. We didn't know what we was doing back then. We was producing niggas' music for the Black Arts Festival. Me and my
Right.
boy Kenny
Yeah.
was DJs and shit, man.
Yeah.
We had the beat machine, the
Yeah.
samplers, all that in the basement, bro. We didn't know. We didn't know at the time we was producing. You know what
That
I'm
was
saying? We
what,
was just making beats and shit. You
man.
know
That
what
was
I'm saying?
inspiration, the talent show, man. Watching y'all, watching y'all, you know, influenced me too. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all was our local superstars. I just remember being little as hell and going to the talent show. Like, damn, man, like had felt a lot of pride. Like I couldn't wait till it was my turn to do a talent
Right.
show. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
shout out to D Field and the Mafia, man. Shout out to
Steve,
Black Dog Black. You know what
Black,
I'm saying? They're
Black,
my
yeah,
niggas.
yeah, I love them,
My,
man.
my brothers, man. They're my brothers, man.
All the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're my brothers, man.
it leave.
Like you say, man, hip hop, man, was out, you know what I mean? Before I started about fucking with the streets, I was thinking about we was trying to make it rapping, man. You
It
know what
was,
I mean? It just
it,
didn't pan out that way.
but no, you still up like that's the thing. That's what I always explain to people, man. Like everybody, what it meant to be on that stage, but see, you know, we all sharing this thing, man. This hip hop thing, man. It started with elements, the breakers, the rappers. Rapping just was one part of it. You know what I'm saying? You had the DJs.
Yep,
You
no, it's an element. Yeah, the graffiti artists.
yeah. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we remember when rappers wasn't. It was about the producers and DJs. They was the bigger draw. You know what I'm saying? Because they control the music. So and that's still, you know what I'm saying, to a point to this day. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like why I jumped into the producing game, because I always noticed like, dang, the producers, they pretty much carry the torch. You know what I'm saying? Like that person the producer is in the inside for the most part. So, the rappers being outside so much, man, you're gonna need that producer to hold you
Man,
down.
hey, Moby, I always say this: the music is the heartbeat of the song, man. You get what I'm saying? I always say this. I've been telling my boy that since 85, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That the producers was gonna get the long money because no disrespect to the rappers, they come and go.
Well,
Producers
I mean,
longevity.
it's
Producers longevity. To me, I mean my opinion. It's my opinion. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
than that, just like what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like the producer pretty much represent what the DJ used to represent when hip hop
Yeah,
started.
yeah, and that
You know,
absolutely. Yep,
most of the producers used to DJ, early on.
yep.
But then you also got graffiti, which that translated into fashion. You know what I'm saying?
The dancing.
Right. The dancing, that's you see that's TikTok basically. Like all the different elements, man, like it's so important. You know what I'm saying? Like if you passionate about whatever your role is, just like Kanye was passionate about fashion, you know what I'm saying? That's always been a part of hip hop. He making a bigger bag in fashion than, what I'm saying, than he is with music. So it's really, man, just I think just being more just tapped into what your purpose is, to what you really a part of, like what you really good at. Because if you
Right,
tapped into that, you ain't got to worry about, you know,
right.
his money or his, I'm getting less money. That you can get, what I'm saying, you can, ain't no telling how big your bag is. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on your imagination. You know what I'm saying? The videographers right now is getting rich. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much in the same vein as the visual part of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's so many elements to it, and they all have to come together, you know what I'm saying, to make one thing. So, but I just know for me personally, just how I moved, always liking to be in the inside. I was more of a producer minded person. You know what I'm saying? I love to perform though. Don't get me wrong. I love to perform. Performing is special, man, to get that energy from the crowd and shit. But But I just always, I will always love to go home, man, sit in the room, make beats, you know what I'm saying? Just sit quietly. So I always had that producer mindset, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like how I got into that though.
Right. Okay. I got another question for you. Okay. What's your opinion of these rappers, man, that be capping? That the young niggas say now, capping about being from the struggle. Um being from the struggle, man, when you know what I'm saying, everybody ain't from the struggle, man. You know what I'm saying? What's your opinion about that? Because we got a lot of rappers this basically lying. They storyline, everybody's storyline can't be we came up off food stamps, we ate the government cheese, and shit like that. Cause so, you know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Everybody went from the struggle, man. What's your opinion about the young rappers? Most of them capping on it. You know what I mean? Does that make
Well,
any sense? Does that
yeah,
make any sense?
you know, my personal opinion on that is it's so much that you can make a song about, you know, being real don't mean you from the streets. You know, being real don't mean nothing more than you being yourself. You know, you could be
Hey, Moby, not to cut you off. There's a lot of niggas that's in the penitentiary right now and in Graceland Graveyard, which they didn't keep it real. You hear what I'm saying? But being real that's the illest, the dumbest
yeah,
thing
that
to ever hit our culture, man. That's the dumb one of the dumb. That's one of the top 5 words.
yeah, man,
Being a
you know,
real nigga. Fuck that, man.
be a real person, man. That's the thing. And a real person, you know, the crazy part about that, you know, like you said, that capping or whatever, like you could get more out of life, you know, by speaking about some good stuff that you might do. You know what I'm saying? If you talking about somebody else's story on a record, you know what I'm saying, and then you talking about it like you doing it, you know, like you can get more out of what your song is. It's like you got so many people that do good stuff, and you might blow up. I think it's really just a lot of them just really trying to sell records, and they think it's popular, so they trying to do it because they think they can get some money out of it. And at the end of the day, you know, especially how things work these days, your words so powerful, you know, people listening, ain't no telling what type of
Uh,
attraction you gonna get
hey,
from, and you
I
ain't,
agree with you. It's definitely a marketing tool, but
yeah,
you know what I mean. I just, you know, me coming from the streets, man. That shit ain't nothing to glorify. That shit
exactly,
ain't shit to glorify, man. And you know what I mean. Like I be tell a lot of niggas, man. I be telling, man, y'all don't want to go in that motherfucker 8x10, smell another niggas feet and ass. You know what I
exactly,
mean? Real talk. And you see what happened to what Young Thug and them, man. They not playing. They lyrics is getting these boys caught up, man. And I just don't want to see them have to go through that shit. Learn through me, man. Don't glorify that street shit unless that's what it is. You know what I mean? Now
and
Young Thug and them in there looking crazy in the motherfucker, probably
right,
never gonna get out.
everything,
They turned their lyrics against them, man. You know what
everything
I mean?
street situation, man. Even if you is from, you know what I'm saying, the streets or whatever, that ain't no excuse, man. Especially with these people that don't look like us, man. They don't, you know, that street shit is some made up shit to me. You know,
It's design. Hey, Moby, I beg different, bro. It's design. It was by design, man. Like the housing projects, subsidized housing,
right,
low income housing. All
right.
that shit was
Well,
on
you
purpose,
know,
bro. Putting crack in the hood and guns. It
yeah,
backfired on them. When that shit went to Grand Blanc. That's when with war on drugs. That shit was all on purpose, man. They playing chess, not checkers, Moby. That shit was
right.
all. We ain't had nothing else, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
We took the bag. You know what I'm saying? Go
you
ahead,
know,
go ahead.
even during them times, you know, you had people that came up in that same struggle that
Right?
ended up doctors and lawyers, you know, because
Absolutely,
like this
absolutely.
this what it is, man. You know, you got choices and decisions. And like I said, you could try to we could try to say, man, that's all I know. Nah, guess what? You got to know yourself enough to know what you don't have to do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't dig deep. They believe in what they see. They believe, see, the streets is an illusion. The streets ain't real in the sense of we was all put here for a reason. And if you think that the reason you was put here was to hurt people, nobody was put here to hurt nobody. And because you hungry, that's not no excuse. And that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people want to, I was in the streets and I was hungry. Man, you better get down on your knees and pray and go ask for some help. Put your pride to the side, and try to figure it out. Because there's a lot of people that suffered way worse and never use that as an excuse to hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? And do nothing crazy out here.
Hey,
So, I mean,
I'm
saying that, and at the same time, I feel my street dudes, my so-called street people. I ain't judging nobody. To each his own. But I'm gonna say this much: like with Young Thug and them, man, they can't say when you go in the courts and, like you said, in the cemetery, man, ain't no that street shit. That's why I said that shit ain't real. What's real?
Ain't no coming back. Ain't no coming back from that.
Real is the consequences that you have to suffer, and or the triumphs that you get from enduring that. By when you hungry, praying to God and saying, you know what, God, after you pray, usually you get some kind of resolve and you start to figure out okay, I could do this, I could do that. You start to come up with some options. You know what I'm saying? The reason why prayer is so powerful is because usually what it do is it start to open you up to different options. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't prayed up, you think that you just got tunnel vision and you start reacting. And that's how you end up dead or in prison, by a reaction.
Absolutely. Hey, let me share something with you right quick, Moby. Ain't no secret, man. My mama and my dad worked GM, bro. Work good money. I was born in Hurley Hospital. I went to the villa. I lived in O'Brien. To this day, my mama still live on motherfucking Tiger. Right? Okay, my boy Ulysses. Patrice Robbins, which is Skittle, Yamo, Kenneth Robinson. That was my guys. That was our street type. Everybody had a dad on the street but me. My mom and dad were never married. I see my dad on weekends. I ain't gonna cap. I was saying, okay, Ulysses turned out to be a doctor. Patrice and Yamo went to the military. I left with my mama put me out when I was 17, nigga. She told me, buy rules or get out. I grabbed my garbage bag of clothes in the dream and went across Carpenter Road. And they created a monster, which ain't nothing to glorify. But I'm saying all this to say that my playmates a couple of them went to the military. My man Ulysses, he couldn't believe it when he found out I used to be a drug dealer. He thought I was captain. I said, no, nigga, when you went left, I went right, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I said, and all y'all niggas had a dad in the house. I'm the only nigga on the block out of the crew that had no dad in the house, man. So that played a big part in it. And that's why I be telling them, but I wasn't poor. We ain't had no food stamps. We wasn't eating all the government cheese. You ain't gonna never hear that struggle come from me. Right. But I transferred into a cold nigga who thought I came from the goddamn food stamps. You know what I'm saying? But I was just saying all that to say that, man, no matter your upbringing, your kid gonna be what they gonna be. Well, I'm saying, I say between 17 and 21, that's when they gonna be a police, they're gonna be a police, they're gonna be a lawyer, they're gonna be a thug, they're gonna be a thug, they're gonna be a drug, they're gonna be a drug dealer. You get what I'm saying? And like I say, them niggas did positive shit, went to the military, and Ulysses went to college, and he a doctor to this day. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I be against that capping shit, man. You would never hear me saying, man, we had food stamps, we had this and that. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that because I'll be lying on my parents. They took good care of me, bro. You know know what I'm saying? I just went to the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? I turned to the streets. But like you say, man, it's a choice and a decision. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas ain't got a choice. Now I had a homeboy. Man. He had like 8 or 9 brothers and sisters. I ain't gonna say his name. And he come from the struggle for real, man. Mama was on crack. You know what I'm saying? All his brothers and sisters was by different dads. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about roaches on the sidewalk in front of their crib type shit. He had to go get it, right? He a cold nigga to this day. He a businessman, everything. He was in the game. Now he a businessman. You know what I'm saying? Married and everything, settled down, but he come from the struggle. He had to do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I gravitated to the street. I just put it like that. But yeah, man. I was just saying I have to say that. It don't matter, man. What kind of your upbringing is, motherfuckers still in at the same spot. Like the other day I had did a forum for all the state reps. It was 3 ex-felons on there, including me, and 3 ex-military. But at the end of the day, we all ended up on the same damn live. We all ended up in the same platform. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you get what I'm saying, Moby? I just went over a lot of people's head. And
Oh yeah.
that's all I'm saying with that one, bro.
Yeah.
But I feel you though. Go ahead.
No, we all in this thing together, at the end of the day. And that's why I was speaking on God, because, no matter what our upbringing is, we got that. That's the one thing we got in common. And,
Right.
my beliefs, it didn't grew since I was a youngster. I didn't have the kind of belief system that I got now, but that's what I do have. That's what I rely on. That's what I share with my kids, because honestly, my kids, they didn't grow up exactly like I grew up. They didn't have mother and father right there with them their whole life like I did. My parents was together till my daddy died, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, it was a big deal, his presence alone. But to be honest with you, it was a lot of stuff that he didn't talk to us about, you know what I'm saying? Because he just didn't know how to talk to us, And even though I wasn't right there with my kids, you know, to the day one of me and their mother died, like my parents was, I was always in tune with them enough to know, like you said, like when you got threw out the house at 17, you know, uh, and I know your mother, I love your mother, you know what I'm saying? Miss Brenda, I love her, you know what I'm saying? She's a good woman. So, but like our parents' age group, they wasn't in tune with us, our age group. Like we like I know for me, like I am with mine, you know, and it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I don't blame my parents, I don't blame my daddy for not being in tune. He didn't really have no long but he showed us a lot of stuff. So, it was what it was. But I know me, I said, you know what? I'm gonna get in tune with mine enough to, like you said, when they get like 17, 18, I won't
Yeah.
be pressuring them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
They're gonna be what they gonna be, Moby. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Flat out. Hey man, look.
like I'm
I remember my
enough to be
uh-huh.
involved with them to this day. Like my 26-year-old, I'm still involved in her life heavily, but I'm open-minded enough to know, you know what I'm saying, that um it's just a certain kind of way that they still need us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still right here. I ain't gonna give up on them, basically. And so um yeah, you could say that they're gonna be what they're gonna be, but it's just kind of like a respect thing that us as parents we gotta gain from our children in order for them to still want to reciprocate, want to give us what we giving them. Because at that point, if you did your job right, it ain't too much that they really need. Now you got to start learning from them. You know what I'm saying, in a sense, because they not the same little babies that they was when they was born when they get that age. So it's time for you to, as a parent, be open-minded enough to listen and learn from them. Because if you still on that, I birthed you, you gonna push them away. You know what I'm saying? And that's my methods. I don't try to act like I know more than them. I don't try to like. I'm still trying to learn from them. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Hey man, I remember my John Connor interview, bro. He he said he went to Powers, which
Right,
is a
right.
private school, and
Yeah.
he was saying he come from the same Dayton Street as bootlegging, Bootleg, and he said niggas was mad at him because he want the powers and shit. And I said, man, you know what, John? I said, don't you never apologize for that, man. Be you who you is, man. You don't talk that street shit. You talk how you feel, man. And I told him don't never apologize for being you, man. He said his mama broke. He said his mama broke her back, sent him to the powers. And I was
Right.
like, man, that's great. I said, nigga, I want to go to powers. I said, don't feel bad. You know what I mean? I said, man, you don't. I said, don't never let nobody make you feel bad about that. That was deep, man. He said, I come from the same Dayton as Bootleg and Raheem. You know what I'm saying? Shoestring. That shit touched me like a motherfucker. I was like, man, don't apologize for that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And shit, like you said, everybody got choices, Moby. You know what I mean? It's just like to piggyback what you were saying about your daughter. I'm saying to my daughter. My daughter down to 30. They need you more, bro.
Oh
In their
yeah.
grown years, in their younger, because they are not even making decisions. They got, I hate to say, they dealing with whole ass niggas and they got kids and stuff. They need you more. They need their daddy more, man. Now,
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Than they did when she was wearing pigtails, skipping to the store getting candy. They
Right.
need you more now, bro. So I agree with you on that. Shit, I agree with you on that, man. Okay, let's move on, man. I got another question for you. Hold on a second. Shit, I'm on some bullshit. I'm supposed to be. I done got excited. Shit, I done lost the questionnaire. Hold on a second. Oh man, here we go. All right. Okay. Hey, Mob, when did you know your son Energy Beats was special, man? That he would stand out amongst all the top producers and I know it's a silly question, but it's a two-part question. And does that make you proud of him? Make you a proud dad? When did you know he was gonna stand out? When you know he's gonna be different? When you know what I'm saying? When you saw that in him?
Man, I really seen it from even before he was born, man. He his mother said that he would stop kicking her when I played music. And
Right.
so like when he was born, I took him right down to my studio. So when he was born, he came home from the hospital in the villa. We were staying out in the villa, you
Okay.
know, time. So yeah, he came home to 6041 G, apartment G, 6041 G out there. And so we had his room set up, but I had a studio in the basement. And so you got a picture up, bro?
Yeah. I just put a picture of your son. I'm gonna take it down.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yep.
So
Go ahead. I can hear you. I can still hear you.
yeah, so we had the studio. He, I take him down the studio every chance I get, and he just sit there and be quiet, man. He never made a sound. And like I said, like you asked, how old was he when he first started making beats? We started making beats on the PlayStation. It had a game called MTV Music Generator that we used, and that's what I started making beats on. Then I let him get it. I bought that program like right before he was born in 2000. So it's like the winter time of 2000. He was born in April 2001. So I was, in the full swing of, making music by the time he was born. And then, like I said, he'd be in the studio, man, till he got old enough. And I gave him that video game. I set it up in his room, and he just jumped. Like he was already on it. You know what I'm saying? So, but as he got older, I just felt something, like he actually taught me everything that I'm just sharing with you, because he was my oldest daughter. She wasn't raised in the house with me. She got a different mother than Energy. And I got two other kids with their mother. And but he was my first child that was in the house with me 24/7.
Okay.
And I seen the difference. Even though now my oldest daughter, she turned out perfectly fine. You know, uh, she had a real loving mother and everything, and me and her mother had a real good relationship. So she good to this day. She good. She college graduate and everything. But by energy being in the house with me, it was some things that I was observing from him that I wasn't able to observe from my oldest daughter because I didn't have her 24/7. So I just learned everything that I just said, like the things that parents learn from their children, you know, the reciprocity process. Like I give you, you give me. We give each other. It's a circle. I'm gaining your trust as I'm raising you because I want you to trust me as you get grown. And you giving me the same thing back. And then I'm telling him you a good person from the time he born, positive reinforcement. Never told him he was a bad person. Always told him he was a good person. To this day,
Positive energy, positive
yeah,
energy.
I tell them all my kids, you know, all y'all good, and everybody else, all the other kids, you know, all y'all good, you know, all y'all good, all y'all good kids, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody bad, and you know what I'm saying? Like nobody was born to be bad. But the point of it is, with my personal kids, I learned so much from him because he was my oldest, and you know, he led my other two kids to this day. He a leader, you know, so I peeped that out, man. I used to always tell him, like, man, you got some real good energy, man. Like, man, there's something about you, man. Like, you a good dude. You was a good dude, you know, and he just is, man. He's just a good dude to this day. And, you know, but I don't know, a lot of it, man, is just like he gave me and his mama, and we gave him back. And the rest of the family followed suit.
Hey, Moby, not to interrupt you, man. I never met him, but he seemed to be just from his aura, man. He seemed to be a great kid, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You know what I mean? He ain't got no identity crisis. Like
Right,
most of these, I call them identity crisis, man. They don't.
right.
He knew what he wanted to be, man. You know
True
what I'm
indeed.
saying?
True indeed. You know,
Yeah. You know
a
what
lot of,
I'm saying?
you know, like I said, I ain't no street nigga. Never wanted to be, you know, like I said, like
Hey,
that
hey,
what
hey, and hey, Moby, and I love you for saying that, bro. That
no,
fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying that to say
No,
like
no cap with
I,
a K, baby.
yeah, you know, when we was growing up, you know, I'm out, we out, everybody was outside, you know,
Panning, panning, and all type
we
of
was
shit.
outside. Outside didn't mean what it supposedly mean now. We was outside having fun. So we learned about street shit. Of course, everybody did. When we was growing up, we learned about it. But you know, it got commercialized when we was growing up too. And that
Yup.
was the I knew like,
They
oh, this
they start marketing the streets, Moby.
yeah. I said, oh, this man. I said, no, that's the part of it that I say made up. Like, oh no. We, you know, being from Beecher don't mean you a blood.
Beat
That
your
don't
Michigan, baby.
Beecher don't no damn blood. That mean we a
So
bucking
don't, so
we
don't.
Buccaneers, like, you know, it's just like when that stuff start going too far, like on some gang and street stuff, that's when I said, oh, nah, I'm still gonna represent my hood, but I'm not gonna represent it in a way that make somebody else make them feel like their
Hey,
neighborhood it's mine.
hey, Moby. I'm just gonna say it like this. Just you know, what I'm saying you was still from the hood just because you wasn't no b-boy. Cause I wasn't no b-boy neither. I fucked with him.
Right.
But I wasn't into that shit, that nonsense. I
That shit,
fuck with them. I roll up on the boys and
yeah, I
sell
fuck,
them good drugs. And I drunk a beer with them and shit. But I ain't fuck. But them niggas still respected me.
yeah.
I was good in every hood. They
I
couldn't
see
go across Capitol Road. Some of
I
them
see
niggas.
them on my way to work, bro. I might go holler at the homies on my way to work. When I get off work, go holler at them. But I was never involved in none of that because that wasn't for me. And all my big homies that was in the street let me know that shit. No, this ain't for you. You
They
know,
supposed to. That's
yeah.
being a real big homie.
My big brother, you know what I'm saying? You know, shit. He ain't let me like, you know what I'm saying? My big brother, you know what I'm saying, Mark Brown, you know, he pretty much protected me too.
Shout out to Mark, man. That's my man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mark
I
Brown, man. That's my
really
nigga.
I ain't really have to ever do nothing.
Go Lions, nigga. You love the Lions. Go
Yeah,
ahead, bro. Go ahead.
so yeah, you know, like a lot of stuff I just didn't have to. I was the little brother, man. He protected me. So, you know, I ain't never had to fight, never had to really do no street shit. He did a lot of street shit that he really didn't have to do. But
Yeah.
he bumped his shit. He figured it out. You know what
I,
I'm saying?
I
Back on.
ran across him.
Yeah, he doing real good. So,
Yeah,
um, you know, and plus, like you said, man, we had our daddy, man.
yeah.
Our
You know
daddy,
what I
right?
mean?
I'm just saying all that to say, like, I couldn't show my son those street shit because it wasn't in me to show him.
But
You know?
there you go. That's
Yeah.
just like let me think of an example. You're right though. How I'm gonna show my son's carpentry skills if I'm a caterer. You know what I mean? How can I say, son, you got to take the nail and you try to drill it, and I'm a caterer. That's impossible. Like you say,
Right.
you can even tell them about the street. And you know what? While I'm on the subject right quick, and this to any nigga, I don't care. This to any street nigga, ex street nigga, current street nigga. If your son become a street nigga, you a failure, nigga. You a failure. If your son, I said again, if your son become a street nigga and you was a street nigga, you failed. You was a failure, man. I'm just gonna say it, man. Cause you
Yeah.
supposed to break the chain, man. That
So
shit
it's
ain't nothing to glorify, man. That shit ain't nothing to glorify, man.
a lot of
You know what
our
I mean?
a lot of our young brothers, they ignorant, meaning they just don't know. A lot of them don't know no better, man. Like, um,
They gonna learn. They gonna
yeah,
learn when they be in that 8x10.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's sad that because that whole system is really created to, you know, exploit us. You know what I'm saying? Really was created to slow our progress down. You know what I'm saying? Keep us from reproducing, keep us from having intact families. It's way bigger than that street shit. And a lot of times it takes for a lot of the young so-called street niggas to sit down and figure that out. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
you know
So
what I'm saying?
so
Who
I'm gonna say, you know, my opinion, I don't think they fail. They would be an exact failure in the sense of like, they can't learn, but it's definitely a learning. It's some room for learning when you got kids that chose that route. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
the sad part about it, especially from our era, you know, a lot of our brothers, they not trying to learn. So that's where you get into that's where you get into, you basically cursing yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you know that you know something is not right and you refuse, like when you're not ignorant no more, now you know something, now you got knowledge, and now you still choose to live like that. Now you cursing your bloodline. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've been seeing a lot. I will say that. I won't say that
Okay.
I say that they cursed. You know what I'm saying? That's even
I mean,
worse. That's even
right,
worse failure. You
right.
curse. You know what I'm saying? When you do that, it's just nothing but bad stuff can keep happening. But guess what? God is in all of us, man. You can stop that right now, today. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to live with no curse. You can actually break a curse, you know what I'm saying, by choosing to be blessed. It's simple, you
Right,
know. So it ain't never over, man. It ain't never too
right.
late. And
Hey, right. Hey Mo B, being the big homie of the hood of the buck, how do you try to be an influencer and a mentor of these young bulls, of the youngins, man, and up and coming rappers from the hood, man? How do you integrate? You know what I mean?
well,
How do you know what I'm saying? How you know?
what's so crazy, a lot of this success that they're experiencing is brand new. So I'm learning right along with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all new, bro. So, but it's some things that no matter how new this technology is, no matter how new this wave is, no matter how new the sound is, no matter how new any of this is, it's some things that never change, and it's a respect thing, man. And a lot of it, a lot of this, man, I'm always just mindful about the respect thing, you know what I'm saying, with all of them. And I ain't never trying to disrespect nobody, never. I'm always trying to learn from them and I don't know everything, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I depend on. That's what I always go back to. I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
actually I try to let it be known I really don't know nothing, but I feel everything and I feel them, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm just trying to stay tapped into that, man. Just try to stay tapped into that vibe, that energy that they all give me, because I try to give it back, you know what I'm saying? Basically, you know, if I see something, you know, if I see something that I know they could pay the cost for in the future, I gotta speak on it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never trying to like be a witness to them doing something that I know later on could cost them, and I don't speak up. But I try to. It's a balance, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to preach to them, and at the same time, I'm still trying. I'm one of the guys, you know, when I'm with them. I ain't never like I'm your big homie trying to like jump all on them, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no threat. I ain't no big dude. I ain't never trying to like harm nobody. So, you know, and I'm always trying to like learn. So I don't be talking crazy to them. You know, I'm always trying to learn and stay open-minded when I'm around them. So I learn a lot, really. I really learn more from them than they do from me, you know, for the most part.
Man, absolutely, man. I always say this though, Moby. Don't ain't a greater mentor than an ex street nigga, man. That's why I be trying to tell them boys to come holler at me, man. The homies, I guess them boys don't know me. I be trying to reach out to them and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I want them to do great. I don't want them to go to the joint like I did, and like I keep saying, smell another feet ass and bathroom break boss and all that bullshit, man. Why go through it, man? When you can learn, you know what I'm saying? You got a big homie to learn from, man. You know
You
what I'm
just,
saying? A
bro,
big homie to learn from, man. That's why I got this mentor program, Flint Urban Youth Mentors, man. From 8 to 18, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just getting off the ground. But you know what I'm saying? All the homies from the hood, man, all they gotta do is come holler at me, man.
you
I ain't
know
on
what?
no negative bullshit no more, man. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
tap in with people outside of Flint.
Right. Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Tap in with more people outside of Flint. Once you do that, people in Flint gonna want to tap in with you. You know what I'm saying? Promote. Don't even push nothing to them. Push it to people outside of our community. Because you know what's crazy about this whole thing? You know how just like when you meet a person that's not from where you from, don't you feel special just to have somebody from Cali when they in Flint? Like this man, he from Cali.
Bro. Hey
You,
Mo B, not to cut you off, nigga. I see I'm on Media Made Radio. This gonna be on Media Made Radio every Wednesday. This telecast right here gonna be on. Man, I got so many fans in
dope,
Arizona,
dope.
California, Texas, and New York. I ain't tripping. My
That's,
shit go everywhere, bro.
that's
My
what it is.
shit, you know what I'm saying? My shit go everywhere, and
That's what it is.
it just hurt, man, when you don't got the bagging from especially your hood, man.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at Flint, cause I ain't originally from Flint. You just
Right.
ain't got the bagging from your old hood, but they don't owe me shit. Don't nobody owe me shit
Right.
though,
Well,
but I ain't tripping more. I ain't tripping more, B. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like I say, I got fans out west, man, like a motherfucker.
right.
Motherfuckers be in car, you know what I'm saying? So
Well,
I ain't tripping, man.
if
It's
I ain't
sad but true. Like my
uh,
man Rich Jones just said, you know. But
yeah.
you know,
So like if I ain't have my son, bro, I probably wouldn't be, I probably wouldn't be tapped in at all. With the only reason I'm really, I wasn't, I was falling all the way back, what I'm saying, before he emerged with his music, you know, I
right.
found some of the little homies like maybe in their 30s, I knew them, speak to them, but I wasn't even trying to even, I knew a few, like I knew Grams and I knew he was really it, you know what I'm saying? Other than him, it weren't too many his age group that I even really knew their name.
Right.
So, if it wasn't for my son, bro, I wouldn't even be, a
Man.
recognized face
Look,
in
hey,
this thing.
look, man. Hey, all them little niggas, I'm the young brothers. I ain't gonna call them niggas. That's being successful. Like, you know what I mean? I either know they daddy, they mama,
Right.
they cousin, somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like Grams. You know what I'm saying? I was at Grams and Quilla, Y&J. You know what I'm saying? Me and Q used to skip school from Dolan, eat Scooby Doo sandwiches together. Shout out
Right.
to Q, man.
Shout out.
Lil Kurt Thines, Kurt
Yeah.
Lee, that's my nigga. That's Rambo Daddy. You know what I'm saying? With grounds related to them, all them Quilla, I raised Quilla. I helped raise Quilla and shit. I know, you know what I'm saying? All them little niggas, man. I'm so proud of them too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just wish they'd come fuck with me, man. But it is what it is.
I'm gonna tell you, like, it's
Go ahead.
all good because you know you tapped into the spirit of everything that's going on,
Right.
and you know they'll come around. Like I said, man, you keep on pressing with this thing, man. They'll see what it is. You know, they got their own lives, man. Like I said,
Yep.
they doing something ain't never been done before.
Sure is, man. I'm proud of them, man.
Yeah, like they you know what I'm saying, there ain't no manual to all of this success that they got. You know what I'm saying? So they learning as they go. And all I know is I'm staying open-minded with them
Right.
because like you said, I know all their daddies too.
You know, right. You know all their daddies and their mamas. You know what I'm saying?
All my big homies, you know what I'm saying?
If you don't know their daddy, you know their mama. Shit.
Hold up,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, Mob, who influenced you locally and mainstream to rap and produce? Basically, who is your favorite rapper locally, and who is your favorite rapper mainstream that influenced you? You already said Rakim, but give me elaborate on that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so yeah, my favorite rapper locally would be MC Breed for sure.
Okay.
And Breed for sure.
Shout out to Kid Blast. Shout out to Kid Blast. The kid.
Yeah, I talked to him. When we was in Atlanta, I talked to him. Man.
Okay. Okay.
The biggest homie, actually. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep. The big homie. He my big homie.
Yeah. He everybody big homie.
Yeah.
So other than Bernard, Mr. Terry, you know what I'm saying? That was really Mr. Terry
Yeah.
was the super big.
R.I.P. Bernard, man. BT, man. One of the greatest to ever do it. Silver Sun Studio, right in the hood.
Right.
Walk past it every day.
Man.
Right in the hood, man. Right in the hood. Legendary.
This is amazing, man. We had that legendary. We still got that legendary spot right there.
Hey, that's why I be saying, Mob. I don't care what nobody say. Genesee County. That's why it resonated. Came back around. Genesee County, the Buck, was the home of this. Genesee County was the home of hip hop, man. Kid Blast, the mixtape crew. Them the first niggas I ever heard on DZ. Ain't no one no flint niggas on there. Then you talk about getting with Ira and them, Ready for the World and all that coming to play. But before then, nigga, it started in Beecher. Then Ready for the World did their whole album right on Coldwater Road.
Coldwater Road.
You know what I'm saying?
I seen them every day.
Yeah, right on Coldwater Road, man. You know what I'm saying? Right in the hood, nigga. We had, hip hop originated in Beecher in Genesee County, man. We all know hip hop come from New York. But I'm talking about when it hit Michigan, when it hit the city of Flint, it's Beecher, Genesee County, Beecher, man. It's the home. That's why I be saying right now, the Buck got all the top producers and top rappers in the game, man. With that, that spice rap, man. I was just on a review show last night, and a guy sent in a track. Man, I swear to God, Moby, he sounds just like Grounds, nigga, and the beat sounds just like your son beat. I said, when it went off, I said, man, I bet you $100, Eddie, he from Michigan. I bet you Eddie like, no, he ain't. I said, he from Michigan, man. I said, that's that spice rap, man. I said, YSR9, Grounds created the sound and energy created that beat, man. That's a mock beat. And the dude was from Detroit. Yep. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I won $100 off Eddie. I told him, I said, man, that nigga from Michigan. That's Michigan. That's that. I know that music, that style. Sound just like Grounds, man. And the beat sound less like his son said on off the porch. You know what I'm saying? They imitating him like a mother, but he ain't tripping. Like he say, that let you know what I'm saying, let him know if you ain't got no like Gotti say, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers be emulate you. You know you doing something right, they emulate you, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. Like I said, ain't no my opinion, it's facts. Hip hop started in Beecher, man. You know what I'm saying? It did, man. You know what I'm saying? It started in Beecher. But
so
it did, man. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Bree, like I said, Bree was my local
Right,
influence.
local. So who's your mainstream? I mean, Bree was mainstream. Who is your other than Bree? Which that's your local favorite. Who is your, you know what I'm saying, national favorite?
Like I said, I'll give you my top 5, bro. We'll do it like that.
There you go. Give me your top 5.
Yeah, like Rakim, he number 1.
Okay, he in my top 5.
I say Scarface number 2.
Okay.
And I say who else? Andre 3000.
Okay.
He number 3.
I would be, hey Moby, I'll be mad at you if you don't mention this nigga name. Go ahead, that's 3. Go ahead.
Jay-Z.
Okay, that's 4.
And and Biggie. Yeah.
Okay. My top 5: Ice Cube, Scarface. Scarface was just recently crowned the Southern rapper of the decade. I mean, of the era. He was crowned the best Southern rapper ever. Okay, Cube, Scarface, Rakim, KRS-One, and Pop. That's my top 5.
I ain't mentioned Pac, did I?
No, you ain't mentioned Pop. Hey, Pac and Biggie go together, Moby. Hey, Biggie, my 6. That he ain't in my top 5, but he was if I was going 10, he'd be 6.
Who did I say at number 3?
You said, hold up.
I said Rakim.
You said Rakim, Scarface. Did you say? I know. You said Jay-Z at 4. Damn, you didn't say Pac though. Shit, okay. I can't remember, man.
Shit, actually, I had to redo that whole damn thing. Pac probably. Man, I got like
Pac was a bad motherfucker, man.
Oh, I added Andre in there. I probably gotta take Dre.
Yeah, you said Andre. You said Andre 3 stacks, right?
I gotta take him off.
You gotta take him off. You gotta put him. You gotta put him like 6 or 7. You gotta take him off.
Dre off.
Yeah, you gotta take him straight off, Moby.
Yeah, I gotta take him straight off.
Yeah,
because he really was one of my, influences. Really, I don't know, all of them. They really
all of them great rappers, man. Everybody you name great.
Really, Pac probably like number 2 after Rakim. You know what I'm saying? Then Scarface. So, but yeah, Drake. The reason why I say Drake 3000 because he kind of going that lyrical, just like off the wall. Like you really can't pinpoint exactly. Like he's just super creative. You know what I'm saying? I love what he represent, man.
Right, he hard too, man. Hey, Moby, who is your to this day? Who is your the biggest mainstream rapper or artist period? Synrgy Records, and Energy Beats worked with so far. Who is like the biggest mainstream rapper that y'all worked with so far through Synrgy Records and Energy Beats?
So far,
yeah. So far, I know it's come. I know it's just the beginning, but so far. In the last 2 years?
Probably.
I know y'all did something with CMG.
Yeah,
that shit hit. That shit slapped.
Lil Baby probably would be like.
Okay.
Number
one. Okay.
Biggest, yeah.
Okay. What's y'all next up and coming on projects, man? And what current projects do y'all have out, man?
Well, right now, just on the production side, with Energy, YJ, that Drake and Josh just dropped. That's a big record.
Yeah, I seen that. I listened to it.
Yeah.
That's all. Shout out to YJ.
Shout out Jay, man. What up?
Yeah, shout out Jay. Hey, Jay, me and your daddy used to eat Scooby-Doo sandwiches together, nigga. School.
Right.
Yep. Shout out to RMC Mike. Hey, free Rio, man. Free Rio. I sent Rio some books, bro. When he first went down, I ain't got nobody. Ain't nobody. I've been asking the for his homeboys, did he get them? They won't tell me. They don't know or whatever. But I sent Rio some books, man. when he first went down and shit. When I had got his address off Instagram and sent that young brother some books, man, because he he definitely fired this shit that was going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Shot and free Rio, man. You know what I'm saying?
Free
But
Rio, yeah.
hey, I'm gonna tell you something, Ob. I'm gonna tell you the a real ass young nigga, man. Louis Ray, man. I I never met him before, but I met him online. I was doing my books. Every book I did, I put a soundtrack. Every time I reached out to the young nigga, I explained to him who I was, what I was trying to do. He'd send it right back over. He'd send the song right back over to me. That's a real ass young nigga, man. Shout out to Louis Ray, man.
Shout out
You know what I'm
Louis.
saying?
Yeah,
That's a real young nigga, man. I hit him. I hit him in his inbox. He hit me right back like, big homie, what you need? I tell him what I'm doing. He'd send it right over. You know what I'm saying? I
solid
fuck
dude.
with Louis Ray, man. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Shout out to Louis Ray.
Yeah,
You
Louis.
know, yeah.
Mhm.
He a real young nigga, man. He thorough, man. I can tell
Yeah,
old nigga raised him, man. He a thorough
so
young nigga, man.
he was
You know what
raised
I'm saying?
in the church. He always speak on that. So yeah, Louis solid as a
Yeah, he's
rock.
solid as fuck, man.
hmm and everybody in this scene different, and but everybody in this scene has a role. Everybody's special in their own way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no, you know, I can't say nothing fake, you know, about what we doing, especially with all this newfound success coming from where we from. You know, we basically inspired the whole world. You know what I'm saying? When you put
Man,
it,
who you talking about? It was a
we did,
nigga in Louisiana talk about y'all last night
man,
on the on that review show.
we did something
I'm like,
unbelievable, man.
he couldn't believe me. I'm like, nigga, them niggas from my hood. He like,
Yeah,
what? He like, well, Jay, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I got an interview with his dad tomorrow. They couldn't
yeah,
believe that. They thought I was capping and shit. They thought it was an old nigga capping. I said,
man.
nigga, BEECHER Michigan, look it up, nigga.
The
You know what I'm
world,
saying?
the world, was going through so much when this scene popped.
The
You know,
pandemic. That
yeah,
pandemic. Yeah.
yeah. So man, we inspired the world, man. You know what I'm saying? And they was laughing about our water, what, a year, 2 years
Yep.
before. You know,
Yep.
the
Yep.
last thing people heard about Flint was the water. Or they sending water to Flint. A
Yep.
lot of remember all the rappers was coming here.
Yeah.
Who would have known just probably two and a half, 3 years later that we be doing songs with these same rappers that was giving us water,
Yep.
and holding our own out here. You know what I'm saying? And so, we damn near did the impossible. Like, it couldn't have been scripted no better, man. Like, our backs was all the way up against the wall, and we came out with some music with a different sound that came from pressure, that came from depression, that came from
Struggle.
the economy being fucked up here. That come from, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that come from the struggle. And like I
Yeah.
said, I'm a street dude. You ain't gotta be no street dude to struggle. You
Nope.
know, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all that struggle around here. Just even if you ain't directly affected, everybody affected by this shit. Just saying you from Flint, outside of Flint 3, 4, 5 years ago, a lot of people didn't even want to mention that shit.
Nope.
Now when we mention we from Flint, no matter where we go, damn, they be happy. They be happy.
Hey, geek. Yeah. Hell yeah. And
Hey,
hey.
that
Hey,
shit
hey,
so
hey, Mo B, elaborate on the hood for a minute, man. Elaborate on Beecher, man. What the community of Beecher mean to you, man? What you know what I mean? Elaborate on that right quick, but we get up out of here.
I'm gonna
On
tell
the
you,
on
like,
the on
it's a
the
feeling.
community, man. We got our own water tower. Yeah, I
Mhm.
said Beecher, Michigan, baby. We on the map. We
It's
on that. We on
Beach
that.
feeling, you know what I'm saying? I feel Beecher, bro. Always have felt it. My daddy from Beecher. Um, you know, my family been in Beecher since the 50s, you know what I'm saying? Came here from down south, came straight to Beecher. So, my daddy got stories about a segregated Beecher. My mama got stories about a segregated Flint. You couldn't come across Saginaw. You know,
Yeah.
my daddy grew up in what they used to call the sticks. Um,
Okay.
which is called the Gardens now. You know, we call it the Gardens over there, right where little Carl grew up at. And so that's the area he grew up in Beecher. And that's where the black people had to live. You know, all the black people, if you black, you had to live on that side. I know the full history from, you know, my daddy's experience of Beecher, of, you know, how it came to be what it is today. You know, it used to be a racist little white town, you know what I'm saying? Just like Flint.
After that tornado, a whole bunch of white people moved up out of there.
Yeah, up out of there because they said that God must have been black because they killed nothing but white people. But you know, that's crazy thinking. The point of it is coming from hearing them stories from how my daddy grew up. He was going to Beecher when Martin Luther King got killed. You know, I remember my daddy telling me the race wars that was going on in Beecher because they was mixed in, you know, and no white folks didn't like no black people at no school in Flint. You know, I know that part of Beecher. So
hey, let me say something right quick, Moby. When we used to play the old Big Nine League, which was Clio, Flushing, Owasso, Davidson, Forest Creek, places like that, man. Man, they used to burn crosses, bro. They used to call us monkeys. Look, bro, this when I was, you know what I'm saying, when I was in school, they used to call us monkeys. They'd chase us to the bus.
Yeah, you older than
you know
me.
What I'm saying? Shit like that.
Y'all fought fights for us that, you know, we didn't. So, you know, it's that Beecher mean to me. And, you know, as we grew up and how we came together, because not only did we have to deal with these white folks trying to torture us, you know what I'm saying, because we closest to these white folks, then just north of us, just south of us, Flint, and they hated us too. So, boom, we had to come together. So, you know,
that's where we sit at. We sit, you go to the map. We sit between Mount Morris and Flint. That's Beecher, right there. We right in the middle. We right in the middle. Yeah. We're a city, y'all.
All the
right in the middle.
Number white folks. Then you got folks to the south. So you know, it's ironic that boom, we out there fighting against these white folks, and then damn, now we got to fight against our own people because they for some reason.
Hey, Moby, not to mention them dirty ass police we had on Beecher.
Right. But what the feeling that I get from going through all of that struggle, man, it's a priceless feeling, man. You know, it's love. You know, we fought, we made up. You know, we fought again, made up. You know what I'm saying? Keep fighting, making up. Guess what? Now we brothers. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me nothing. You know?
That's how we got down out there. We'll pan, we'll fight, we'll be mad at each other for 2 days, and we right back together. We was a community, man. We pan, sang, whatever y'all call it. We was community, man. We had I used to love the homecoming parade, walking down Coldwater Road. Right. You know what I'm saying? It was like that was big shit, man. Black Arts Festival, that was big shit. We was a tight-knit community, man. We had our own everything. We had our own Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's, Kmart, Kenny Shoe Store. You remember Kenny Shoe Store, Moby? Kenny Shoe Store, the Dairy Brand. You know what I'm saying? Mo CB, all that, man. Hey, I almost let you get out of here. I gotta ask you this, man. I ask everybody come on here this, man. What's your take or opinion of all this excessive violence and police brutality against Afro Americans, man? Give it to me, Moby. You can say what the fuck you want to say on here. It's Playing Out the Dark Butt podcast. Give it to me.
You said all of the
excessive violence and police brutality against Afro Americans, man. What's your take on that? How you feel about that, man? Don't hold back, Moby.
My personal opinion on that is our presence alone, man. Like the excessive violence really is a lot of, you know what I'm saying, these racist white folks, especially that run these systems, especially the police department. They got insecurities, man. They, you know, we ain't even got to say nothing. They really scared of our presence. You know what I'm saying? They scared of our skin tone, and they scared of our voice tone. Just hearing our voice scare them. But they weak within. They was born like that. They from us.
Right. Hey, they was cast. Hey, Moby, they was cast to the hills. the skin, that was a skin disease.
Point of it is, a lot of us don't know that about ourselves. So
We God,
the
man.
fight really with them. The fight is them with themselves, you know. And we ain't gotta do nothing. But what we do got to stay prayed up. We got to stay in tune with ourselves, because the way that they react just off our presence, they've been mastering these weapons, all these guns, these gun laws is for us. They want to
Yeah,
kill all
yeah,
of us. They
yeah. They
even
was created. They was
force
created for us,
laws
bro.
don't reproduce. So they really wants to annihilate us, but what they don't know is we in them. They come from us. So you can't kill us. You have to kill yourself. And most of them are suicidal. So what we dealing with is some animals. We dealing with some animals, as far as I'm concerned. Just far like not literally, but spiritually. Like they spiritual. Like they, they don't know who they are. So they confused. And the sad part about it is we take on that same spirit and start to harm each other and treat each other the same way. That's what I'm most, because we really more affected by our own people doing harm to our own people. Because just looking at another brother, you will accept them just if you're looking at them. But that spirit that might be on, he might have that racist white person spirit in him, and he want to harm you just like they want to harm you. So, yeah, I'm gonna say this, man. Just stay spiritually in tune, and stay prayed up. Because guess what? We ain't in control of nothing. Nobody's in control of nothing. So that means don't throw your whole life away based on how these confused people want to treat you.
Absolutely, man. Hey, Mo B, man. I appreciate you, man. Man, this is a great, one of my best interviews ever, man. Give me some social media tags for your energy so the people can get in contact with you guys and tap in, man, with you. You know what I'm saying? They might want to purchase some beats or something. You know what I'm saying?
Energybeats.com is the website where you can find the beats. All them links on there are on our YouTube page. It's on Energy's YouTube page. Synrgyrecords.com. That's where I got all of the producers that I manage, and I'm about to start adding the one artist that I manage, YSR Grimes, to it, and basically see Energy.
Hey Mo B, hey man, hint, your boy a great marketer now. Your boy, you know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, I'm looking for a job, baby. Your boy a great marketer. So, you know what I'm saying? And I see what you're doing, man. And I you know what I'm saying?
The whole
Go ahead.
Going, it's room, man. It's room. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got one intern right now.
Okay.
And, like I've been talking to her about, what I'm saying, like, for the most part, just taking that initiative. So if you know what I'm saying, you take some initiative, tap in, you'll automatically be included. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what we doing.
Right.
But that's how I even became, doing what I'm doing. I just took the initiative, you know what I'm saying, start doing something that I knew needed to be done. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, you doing a great job, bro. Hey, but hey Mo B, we gonna play fuck with your mans on the way out. I got that loaded. I wanna get my shout outs in, man. Let me see. I'm shouting out, Juan J, Rambo, you know what I'm saying? The MD, GM, Blick, Grams, Energy Beach, you know what I'm saying? Raymo, you know what I'm saying? Be Like a Drummer, Lil Dose, my boy Dirty, Young Work, you know what I'm saying? Of course, Louis Ray and Free Rio, man. Shit, you want to shout out anybody, bro?
Yeah, I want to shout out Energy Beats for sure. My first son. Want to shout out Eon Beats. That's my baby boy. He a producer too.
Okay, I heard about him.
Want to shout out Sav. Want to shout out Pablo 616. Baby on the track. I got another young producer. He from Chicago. His name Digi. He produced with Rugen. I just started managing him. His name Digi, D-I-G-I. Want to shout out all the rappers, you know what I'm saying? Grams, YSR Records, you know what I'm saying? Y&J, all them boys, man. Crispy Life Kid.
Oh yeah, shout out to Crispy Life Kid. Yup,
Yeah.
yup.
Louis Ray, Rio, Free Rio, Mike, RMC Mike, BFB,
RMC Mike. Shout out to RMC Mike.
yeah, BFB the Pac-Man, really all these boys, man.
Right. The whole movement. The whole movement.
You know what I'm saying? Lil E, King Cassius, you know what I'm saying? Like all them boys, man. Jeff Sky, all these studios.
Hey man, R.I.P. Cassius the Gerber boy, man. That was my brother. That was my little brother. That was my little brother, man. I'm still hurting right now from that. R.I.P. Cassius the Gerber boy.
I want to salute everybody, man. The promoters, E-Baller.
Right. E-Baller
just started a record label, about to help him get that off the ground. Man, everybody, man. All the promoters, all the club owners, all the DJs, everybody. You know what I'm saying? All the fans, especially.
Shout out Scroll Life. Scroll Life Tech, shout out.
D Feezy, Black Dog Black.
That's my brother, man. That's my brother, man. I fuck with Black Dog Black, man. That's my nigga, man.
DOA.
That's my nigga.
Remember DOA, dog?
Yeah. DOA, hey, man. DOA. What, man, where's them niggas at, man? Hey, they was doing shit back then with the different voices and the different, man. I'm just gonna say it, man. I don't know what happened to them niggas, but they was on our in them ass. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas was on something, man. DOA.
You know what I'm saying? All the older, you know what I'm saying? All the older DJ Psycho, my nigga, my big DJ Psycho. You know what I'm saying? Stony, your big, you know what I'm saying? Your big cousin.
Shout out to Cuz, man. Stony C, aka Hood Lord. Shout out to Hood Lord.
Yeah, man. Just shout out really our whole scene. John Connor, you know what I'm saying? He got a project.
Yeah, big shout out to John Connor, my brother.
Yeah, project coming out with Energy.
Shout out to Eddie Cuts. My boy Eddie Cuts.
And a whole lot of us, man. Like we all one. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And like I said, all the success that came along the way, man, nobody really know how to, it ain't no manual to it. So everybody trying to figure it out. And that's the thing, everybody gotta be open-minded with everybody and allow people to find their way, you know what I'm saying, through this success. Because coming from where we from, man, this don't happen every day. This is a blessing.
Nope.
And that's what I'm more in tune with. I'm in tune with that blessing that we all got, man. This opportunity.
In tune with it, baby. Hey man, Moby, man. Hey bro, it was great. It was a pleasure. Hopefully I get you back on soon with your son. I would love to meet. I love to meet him. Like I say, he seemed to be a good kid, man.
Yeah, he is, man. We gonna tap in.
Okay, bet. Hey Moby, here go your joint, man. Fuck with your mans and shit. We out of here. Peace.
Got one.
Yeah. That's right. It's laying low, man. Lazy Moby. Fresh shit. Fuck with your man. That's right. You need to fuck with your man's huh? I show you how to do it. Get in the game with a style so fluid. You need to fuck with your man's now. Cause once I'm on, I'm gone. I hit you up when I get back home. You need to fuck with your man's black. Once I told you, I show you better than that. How to get this scratch. You need to fuck with your man's beat. Cause when I speak, I'm reaching out and trying to lead y'all up this beat. You need to fuck with your man's. Cause look, I got the plans, I got the blueprint for cooking up crack and getting grands. Understand once it's formulated, it ain't no time to look back. I'm escalating, trying to make some more grasp on, do it till it's gone out of space. You can hit me up on SoundCloud or on MySpace, or you can find me in Bucktown, bitch, you know I stay. All I'm saying is fuck with a nigga while you got a chance. I ain't crazy, I know I'm half amazing and half man. All this time I invest a nigga 15 years, writing rhymes, speaking tracks and shit, plus wearing tears into my peers. I know y'all got your own agenda, but when you get some time, nigga, come fuck with a winner. I lay low, hibernating like a band in winter, then resurface with a purpose to get in like Splinter. I'm cooking dinner, so who wanna eat? I'm serving shrimp and steak with A1 sauce to make it complete. Who wanna fuck and be a boss? That lazy MOB. I put you on it so you can own it, just follow me. You need to fuck with your man's huh?
You're now rocking with Terrence Sale on Flint's #1 online podcast, Flint After Dark. We speak for the streets.
It's your boy, Terrence Sales, a.k.a. Mr. Speak for the Streets, a.k.a. Big T, and you locked in to the #1 podcast in Flint, Michigan, Flint After Dark. We speak for the streets. With my co-host, L. Peasy. We the new dynamic duo. We speak for the street. Peace.
Yeah. Thinking to myself like, what the fuck is going on? Asking God for help like, what the fuck I'm doing wrong? He ain't giving me no answers, I figured it out myself. Got tired of asking questions, I'm tired of looking for help. Man, I can't win for losing, I'm steady taking these losses. Had to bury greed and cheat, same week, 2 different coffins. Man, that shit'll traumatize you when it ain't trying to. Everybody shedding tears, you trying not to cry too. They say